Hi guys, for those of you that are new to following me, then welcome. For those of you that already follow me on Instagram and have followed me onto YouTube, welcome back. This is your weekend general reading covering Saturday the 28th of November until Sunday the 29th of November 2020. Please note that the energies are interchangeable. They are not gender specific. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at moonbutterflytarot@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can direct message me on Instagram at the Mystic Moon. So before I begin talking about this weekend's energies, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, I have made a video on the Gemini full moon, which will also be the lunar eclipse. It will mark one of two lunar eclipses that we will experience during this particular season, and I will ensure that I link the video in the description box below. So I will be using these particular decks. So I'll be using the Afro-Goddess Tarot Arcanas. I will be using the Daily Crystal Inspiration, and I'll be closing out the reading with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Now, before I actually begin the reading, I do want to talk about some of the astrological aspects that we will be experiencing this weekend and how that might play out for us. So the first astrological aspect that's going to be quite significant over this weekend, particularly today, which is Saturday the 28th, is Sun trine Chiron. Now, the Sun represents the first house within astrology, which is all to do with our identity, ourselves, and our goals. Chiron is the planet that deals with wounding, so wounding on an emotional level, soul wounding, and the need for us to be able to heal from that. So it provides the healing. So there may be, with the Sun trine Chiron, this is positively aspected, which will mean that there is going to be a revelation, with the Sun providing the illumination over subconscious emotional traumas. So there is an opportunity today for some deep healing. It may be that you will be triggered by possibly certain conversations that you may have, or possibly for some of you visiting certain places, which is going to cause you to reflect and go within, and it's going to sort of give you that opportunity to be able to release whatever it is that you've been holding on to for a very long time. A lot of the time it's going to be subconscious, so it's things that you're not aware of that you've been holding on to that you need to obviously heal from. So there's that opportunity that is presented with the Sun trine Chiron. The next astrological aspect is the moon sextiling Neptune. Now, both the moon and Neptune deal with the subconscious mind. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and it's also the ruler of the 12th house. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, and it's also the ruler of the 4th house within astrology, which deals with your home and your family. So for me, when I'm seeing the moon sextile Neptune, there is definitely going to be a lot of emotional sensitivity. There's going to be a focus on the subconscious mind, so things that may be hidden, things that you may be unaware of. There is definitely this energy of compassion that's emanating from the moon, simply because of the fact that the moon is feminine energy and it represents that maternal energy. And there will definitely be a sense of heightened intuition today that you'll be experiencing. With the Mercury sextiling Jupiter, Mercury is the planet of communication, and it's also the ruler of the 3rd house. And Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, which is also the ruler of the 9th house. So Jupiter deals with luck and fortune, abundance, expansion. It also deals with balance. It deals with morality. It deals with philosophy, religion, spirituality. I definitely feel like for those of you that are actually doing any types of research into religion or spiritual practice, today will be a great day to do that. And over this weekend, it will definitely be positively aspected, and you'll be supported in being able to get the information that you need. I definitely feel, because of the fact that Mercury deals with the lower mind, there is definitely going to be this energy of ideas, new ideas, and an expansion of ideas. So there's very much a strong creative energy between Mercury and Jupiter. So it's a great time to start new projects, new businesses, new jobs, or even modes of study for those of you that are interested in spirituality or philosophy. Mercury sextile Pluto. Now, this is really interesting. Pluto deals with the subconscious mind, and Pluto is the planet that represents death and rebirth, change and transformation, endings and beginnings. I do feel, because of the fact that Mercury deals with communication, and with Pluto dealing with mysteries, what is hidden, what is unseen, I feel that there's going to be some form of communication or revelation of the truth. And I do feel that this is going to be something that is going to transform your life in a positive way. Now, it could be, because of the fact that we're dealing with Pluto here, it could be to do with intimacy, because Pluto is the ruler of the 8th house, which also deals with intimacy. And it could also be a deeper need for, going into healing. So this actually could be quite a healing situation between Mercury sextiling Pluto, because you are stepping into feeling empowered by being your authentic self. So this, for me, could be that you may have to communicate a truth to someone, or somebody may need to communicate a truth to you. But either way, it's going to represent something ending and a new beginning arising as a result. So I definitely feel like this is very positive. We also have Venus that's directly in opposition of Uranus, which means that, because of the fact that Venus not only governs the 7th house of love, which also governs partnerships, business partnerships included, there may be this need for excitement and stimulation. And with the fact that it's opposite Uranus, which governs your higher mind, your intuitive mind, and it's about seeing things from a bigger picture. But with the Uranian energy, it's all about freedom, because it's about change, it's about doing something different, it's about freedom. There may be a need for some people within the context of relationships to be expressing what it is that they desire and what they want, in search of something new and exciting within the context of a relationship. This may be something that you need to be aware of, because it may essentially upset certain people. Certain people's noses might be out of joint because of the fact that you're communicating that you want to do these things. It's a very social planet, Uranus. So with Venus and Uranus being in opposition, there is definitely going to be some interesting times ahead. With Venus also being responsible for the 2nd house, which is all to do with our money and our finances, that freedom could extend to our spending. And I know it is the end of the month, but you may want to be mindful of what it is that you're spending, and being very cautious about what you spend, rather than spending freely. So without further hesitation, I am going to get into this weekend's messages. I'm going to pull 2 cards for Saturday and 2 cards for Sunday. And I'll start off with the daily crystal inspiration. Okay, so what is the overall energy for Saturday for the collective? So for Saturday, we have Unikite, live in the now. And we also have Tiger's Eye, overcome your fears. Okay, let's pull for Sunday. What is the overall energy for Sunday? So we have Sunstone, take pleasure in the things that you do. And we also have Aragonite, release your emotional baggage. Okay, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck energy. Bottom of the deck energy, we've got Bloodstone, and it says get up, get moving. For me, this is really about being more active. I definitely feel that this is about taking action towards what it is that you want. I definitely feel like this is very much a creative energy. I believe that Bloodstone does work not only with the root chakra, but also with the sacral chakra. So there's a lot of creative energy. There is going to be an influx of ideas that you're going to have, and it's about not only sort of taking these ideas on board, but figuring out how you can make these ideas practical, how you can incorporate it into your daily lifestyle, and how you can actually manifest these particular ideas that you have? What are the steps in between to making these particular ideas come into fruition? So this for me is strong creative energy, particularly with the red, which represents the sacral chakra, and it represents passion as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with Saturday. So we have Unikite. It says, live in the now. There is a need for you to stay present. There is a need for you to be able to live in the now. I definitely feel like with the moon sextiling Neptune, because of the fact that Neptune is the planet that does deal with fantasy and illusion, there is that sort of risk, because of the fact that both Neptune and the moon deal with the subconscious mind, of sort of going into your own world. So it might be that you need to sort of ground your energy in order to stay present. And when we say ground your energy, there may be a need for you to go for a walk, in nature, eat lots of fruits and lots of veggies to keep you grounded, drink lots of water. When you're grounding yourself, you might want to do a meditation or guided meditation to help ground your energy. You may want to journal in order to help you to ground. Anything that you can do that helps you to stay in the present. One of the things that I know that one of my friends loves to do is to jump into extremely cold rivers or lakes. Now, I'm not suggesting or recommending that you do that, but the reason being is because when you actually jump and immerse yourself into that cold water, the only thing that you can think about is how cold that water is. And that is a technique that some people use in order to stay present. So find a way in which you can stay present. Do something that you enjoy and that is pleasurable, is what I would also say. And I would definitely think about, with grounding your energy, think about things that you can easily make changes and adaptations to. So one of the quickest things that we can make a change and adaptation to is diet. One of the things that I have been doing in order to ground my energy more is sort of reducing my caffeine intake and drinking more green tea in order to stay more centered, in order to stay more grounded. With the tiger's eye also being here, the tiger's eye not only deals with your root chakra, but it also deals with your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is all about you as an individual. It's about your confidence, it's about your strength, and it's about how you see yourself. Now, the card here says overcome your fears. I definitely feel like there may be, especially with the Unikite being here, there may be a need for some of you to do things in order to escape the now. So there may be this energy of escapism, simply because of the fact that there may be some subconscious feelings or emotions or traumas that you have been holding on to that you need to face. And you're being told here with the tiger's eye to embody the energy of strength, be bold and be brave and be courageous and face your fears. It may be that there are certain subconscious emotions that are going to surface not only just over this weekend, but during this full moon. Now, for everyone, it's going to look particularly different, but what I'm really homing into is that there's definitely an issue around family or communication with family, or possibly even a situation between siblings with this full moon energy. So there is definitely a need for you to be able to, be authentically you and to communicate your truth and not to shy away from dealing with things that you may be scared of or fearful of. And instead of seeing your fear as a problem, see it as a challenge that you need to overcome. And once you have sort of overcome that challenge or that obstacle, it no longer has any power over you. So already by doing these things, you are elevating your consciousness to a deeper level. So there is a need for you to be able to face your fears this weekend. And I definitely feel like this represents communication of some form of truth, either from another person to yourself or from you to another person. And I definitely feel that this is strongly to do with family or even any type of familial relationships, particularly siblings. Okay, for Sunday, we have the Sunstone card, and it says take pleasure in the things that you do. Now, the Sunstone card, the Sunstone crystal deals with the sacral chakra. So this is the energy of creativity. So there is going to be this surge of creative energy experience, particularly today. And it's about you using your time to be able to do the things that you enjoy doing and to do more of the things that you enjoy doing if you're not already doing so. By you focusing on creative sort of projects, things that you are passionate about, goals, talents, hobbies, it keeps you not only in the present, but it also raises your vibration. And once your vibration is elevating, it means that you are then in alignment to attract the things to yourself that you actually desire. I can see with this Sunstone card that some of you are actually going to be creating new businesses. Some of you may be revamping your existing businesses. So I can see that there may be a need for a change of the aesthetics. It could be the logo, it could be your website that you're working on. For others of you, it's actually having the idea to start a business, but then trying to model what that would look like. What kind of practical steps would you need to take to be able to make your idea a tangible business is what I'm also seeing. For others of you, it could be that you may be enjoying doing some reading this weekend. You may be doing some writing this weekend. Some of you may be taking pleasure in the arts, whether it's culinary arts, creative arts, painting, designing. I definitely feel that this is going to be positively aspected. So ensure that you spend some time, particularly if not today, on Sunday, doing things that you enjoy and things that you love. Whatever it is that you may be guided to do. We also have the Aragonite card, and it says release your emotional baggage. I definitely feel that there will be a focus here on healing and a need for releasing any type of emotional trauma that you may be carrying. And I definitely feel that this connects to the Sun trine Chiron aspect. I feel that there is a need for you to let go of something in the past, simply because of the fact that your emotions and your intuition are connected to the exact same energy source. The more emotions that you address, that you allow to be revealed, and for you to express your emotions, and then for you to heal from it, it then gives you a stronger sense of intuition. It really does heighten your intuition because there's more space for spirit to work on your behalf, but it also increases your ability to manifest what it is that you desire. And this is why healing should be at the core of everything that you do, simply because of the fact that the more healed that you are, the more you elevate your consciousness, the more you are aware of your emotional triggers and traumas, is the better you will have a more fulfilling and prosperous life. Okay, so I am going to be pulling some confirmation cards. I'm going to be using the Afro-Goddess Tarot to pull some confirmations. I'm going to start off with Saturday, so we're going to focus on the Unakite and Tiger's Eye. So why is Unakite here, please? So we have the Daughter of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Tiger's Eye here, please? So we have the Temperance card that has come out. Okay, perfect. I'm going to pull for the Sunstone. Why is Sunstone here, please? We have the Three of Swords. Why is the Aragonite here? Ooh, too many cards. Why is the Aragonite here, please? And we have the Death card. Okay, perfect. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five talks about a need for a change, a need for transformation. This for me represents that there is going to be a change within your home environment, because the Pentacles deals with our material stability and security. For others of you, this could represent a change in your finances. In traditional tarot, this is depicted as a partnership ending, like a relationship ending, and possibly both partners going their separate way, or one feeling particularly isolated. So I definitely feel like there is this energy of change and transformation, and this may occur because there is a communication of a truth, one that may be uncomfortable for some to be able to swallow and accept, which may lead to a separation or a feeling of isolation by one party, or possibly by both parties. We have the Daughter of Cups, and it's in the reverse, and this is confirming the Unicide card. So for me, because of the fact that we've got Cups, and Cups deals with water, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this for me is essentially talking about the fact that there may be a need. It feels like somebody who doesn't want to face the truth, an emotional truth, some sort of pain, some sort of trauma that needs to be addressed, but there is almost like this energy of denial surrounding it. It's almost as if to say it's too painful to discuss, to face, to talk about, and it's almost like there is this sort of ignorance of the truth, or of these particular emotions. And there may be, even with the Daughter of Cups in the reverse, there may be this energy of disillusionment that I'm seeing, and possibly a need for escapism through creating an alternative sort of depiction of those particular events. But I definitely feel like there is a need here for some healing, and the healing can only really occur if you are present and in the now, but also that you accept the truth and you allow the truth to essentially give you that freedom that you need, especially if it's something that you've been carrying for a very long time and it is something that has been sort of buried deep in your subconscious. If it's coming to the surface now, there is a need for you to heal from this, and that represents you being present no matter how painful it may be. We have the Temperance card here, and the Temperance card is the planet Jupiter. So this is Sagittarius energy here, and this represents the balance, the research, the alchemy, the need for things to occur in a particular way. Some of you really, with this Temperance card, it is about being patient with yourself, being patient with others. I do feel that because of the fact that it's confirming the Tiger's Eye, which says overcome your fears, there is a need for a certain level of truth to be revealed. There is a need for you to understand or to see the bigger picture. I really do get with this Temperance card, some of you may be people that are deeply spiritual. You may be somebody that adopts a spiritual practice, or you might be quite religious, or you might be into philosophy. So it's about understanding the bigger picture as to why there is a need for you to be able to overcome your fear, and understanding that by being patient with yourself and facing your fear, it's actually going to put you in a better situation, simply because of the fact that it will no longer have any power over you emotionally. So there may be a need for you to be able to transform this. If you are somebody who is spiritual, or you may be somebody who is a spiritual teacher, it may be part and parcel of your journey to be able to experience these particular situations in which certain traumas and triggers are surfaced, in order for you to be able to heal it, simply because of the fact that your purpose here is to help other people on their journey. And the only way you can do that is if you experience some of the things that are difficult that other people haven't experienced, so that you come up with a strategy or a way of being able to create alchemy to create a different outcome or a different result, essentially healing from it. What I'm also seeing here with the Sunstone and the Three of Swords, there is some sort of disappointment or some sort of loss that may have happened. I definitely feel like it's something that is not present. I feel like it's something that occurred in the past. It's not something that is recent. I feel like there may have been something that was said to you, or some sort of thought that you may have embodied, which has stopped you from tapping into your creative energy. Some of you may have been experiencing um, some form of creative block where certain sort of forms of creative expression and outlets that you had used before or explored before were no longer available to you. You stopped using them for one reason or another. I definitely feel like there may have been some sort of disappointment which caused you to stop doing what it is that you've done. You may have lost something. You may have been in competition with something. You may have even created this illusion of not being good enough within your own head. But what I'm seeing is that there is a need for you to be able to face whatever it is that you were told. It may have even been an opinion of somebody else's that you have internalized, which may have sort of steered you away from doing things that are pleasurable or tapping into that creative energy. And now is the time for you to be able to really work on your sacral chakra. Now is the time for you to really work on channeling that creative energy and using these energies for creative expression in any way that you choose to. So I definitely feel like there is a battle here, but there is a need for you to be able to triumph over this particular battle by doing the things that you enjoy. For some of you, what I'm seeing with this Three of Swords is it may be that you are experiencing a particular situation where there may be difficulty. It may be that you're dealing with emotional trauma. It may be that you're even dealing with heartbreak with regards to a relationship. There could even be a situation in which there may be some sort of deception with regards to your relationship. But it's about using this sunstone energy to be able to transmute that energy by doing the things that you love so that you can shift this energy. And finally, we have the Death card, which is the Scorpio energy, which confirms the Aragonite. So with sort of Pluto coming up here, it's kind of this energy of it's time for you to face your fears, which is a confirmation of the Tiger's Eye card that we received for Saturday. But there's also a need for you to let go. It's about feeling this energy and transmuting this energy. So it's about allowing yourself to release any subconscious emotions or traumas that you have been holding on to, any pain that you have been holding on to, by communicating how you feel, speaking your truth. You may want to speak to somebody with regards to that. You may want to journal it. You may want to channel that energy in a creative way and maybe write about it. Some of the best music that we've ever experienced from artists has come from the deepest, darkest parts of their psyche and the pain that they have experienced. So now is the time for you to be able to express that, to feel that, and to release that with this Pluto energy being right here, which is going to take your pain and turn your pain into power and to almost give you a rebirth so that this particular trauma no longer has any power over you. Okay, so I am going to be closing out the reading. I'm going to be pulling from Soul's Journey Lessons card. So what is the advice for this weekend, please, Spirit? Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Some of you are comparing yourself to other people and you need to stop. There is no need for you to compare yourself to other people. Everybody's journey is different, individual and unique. You are individual and you are unique. You have your own gifts. There is no need for you to be envious about where somebody may be at within their life, whether it's emotional, material, or physical. Sorry, emotional, material, or spiritual. You need to just understand that you are uniquely positioned for a reason, and this is part and parcel to do with what it is that you agreed to learn in this particular lifetime. So just take your journey for what it is and treat it as such, as an individual journey. Release any energies that you may have or feelings that you may have surrounding any kind of envy. I'm really picking up on this being more to do with a family situation, possibly competition between siblings. With the friendship card, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. There may be somebody that's in your life at the moment, and that person is in your life simply because of the fact that they are there to help guide you, to support you, to give you that compassion that you need, that understanding. It may even be that with the friendship that you're holding, it's about you tapping into this level of love, not even just love for yourself, love for others, this unconditional love. And it may be that you and your friend have this particular unconditional love. It may be that the friendship that you're having at the moment may be one in which you're learning lessons, in which you are growing emotionally or growing spiritually, and you're able to see the bigger picture because your friends have a level of objectivity with regards to your circumstances that you don't necessarily have. So this may be a time in which you may be wanting to express how you're feeling to a trusted friend that may give you the advice that you need in order to face whatever it is that you're experiencing. Any more advice? Okay, we've got happiness that wants to pop out. So we've got the happiness card. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. The more you are able to deal with the things that hurt you, the more you are able to release them. The more you are able to, again, with the Sunstone card, taking pleasure in the things that you do, the more you're able to do that, is the more you're able to find happiness. And happiness should be a goal for everyone, irrespective of what your individual personal goals may be. Happiness should be a goal that we all focus on doing. What is it that we can do to have the most amount of happiness and the most amount of joy? If you are already in a state of happiness, that is absolutely great. Continue to maintain that. But for those of you that may be going through a period where you may be feeling quite unhappy, there may be a need for you to be able to let go of certain things within the past. Go with the flow, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to release, and then move forward by doing more of the things that you love rather than focusing on things that you don't necessarily enjoy doing, and putting yourself in happy environments. You are responsible for your emotions. You are responsible for how you feel. So therefore, you are going to be the driver in all decisions with regards to your emotions. So put yourself in positive situations, places, and surround yourself with positive people and positive things. One more card. And the final card to close out your reading is change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow and evolve without movement. For me, this is definitely that Pluto energy, that transformative energy of death and rebirth, endings and beginnings. In order for you to be able to evolve, there is a need for you to let go of things that you used to do, because life is a cycle and things are constantly moving, and you have to ensure that you move and adapt with the energy and with the cycles in order for you to evolve, so that you can really get to a place where you are ultimately happy with yourself, happy with your decisions, happy with your home environment, happy with your career or your business. But there is always a need for change. Change is always going to be constant, and you need to be adaptable and mutable to those changes. And instead of being reactive, being more proactive about changes that need to happen. Okay, I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has resonated, and I will see you all again very, very soon. I hope that you have a lovely weekend. Take care. Bye.